What the heck you doing sitting down? Get your butt up and train.
Man, we seen that shit. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
What's up, my YouTube people? This is take 3 of this video. I'm trying not to get too serious on you guys. This is a serious video, nevertheless, and this is the 3rd time I'm shooting it because I found myself getting real emotional about this because I really take it serious that you guys out there, you police, security, and everybody in the law enforcement industry, you guys need to sit back, relax, and really get a grasp of law and humility, you know, because a lot of you guys have lost it. Alright, you've lost the sauce where humility is concerned. It seems like a lot of you guys pin on that badge and just forget that you went to, you know, you what you did in high school, or when you get in your car, you go speeding when you leave the department. The little things that you do, you seem to forget that when you're placing handcuffs on somebody else for doing something wrong. And this is something I always teach to my students. Let me tell you something. When it boils down to it, at the end of the day, that person may either made a mistake or intentionally did what they did wrong. Nevertheless, they're still a human being. The way you treat them is the result you will have from them. Alright? You may have bones in your own closet, and you may just not have been caught up yet. Alright? Learn how to have humility in the job that you're doing. But enough of that. What this video was about was talking about knowing your law, because a lot of people out here that are just so out of date with law, and you police officers being one of those people, and security also, that I felt like I just had to make this video for everybody that watches my YouTube channel. And you know, share it, like it, you know, subscribe. If you like it, if you don't like it, leave comments. I really don't care if you don't like it, because everything I'm going to say in this video is factual. Alright, let's move on. So, my main thing was talking about you open carry gun holders, gun toters. People that like to open carry. First of all, I want to say that I'm not against you. Okay? I just think it's tactically unsound. But here's my point. You officers, listen to me. These people have every right to carry their firearm open if your law permits it. Okay? Let's talk about the state of Georgia for a second. 16-11-126. A person who has legal right to carry a firearm can carry a fully open and exposed AR, AK-47, shotgun, or any other long gun, fully and exposed and fully loaded anywhere that the law allows them to carry a firearm. Okay? That's the state law. The state law allows them to carry a long gun open and exposed. So when you get that call from that private citizen that says, I don't feel comfortable with that person carrying a handgun or a shotgun or whatever gun they're carrying, he's really scaring me. You just politely tell them, I'm sorry, ma'am, I understand your concern, but the law allows them to carry. Do you have the right to walk up to that person and stop them and ask them for their ID and their permit? Absolutely. Tier 1, Florida versus Bostic. I think it's United States versus Arvizu. No, not that one. But let's just go with Florida versus Bostic. That being one of the U.S. Supreme Court case laws that allows an officer to walk up on Tier 1 stop and ask you for anything. You cannot coerce or demand anything. You can ask. And if that person says, have a nice day, officer, he is free to leave. Alright? But it's your job to set the citizen straight that continues to call 911 because they're afraid. Not to attempt to set the person that's carrying a gun straight. And let me kind of give you the synopsis. Let's look at Florida and South Carolina. In Florida and South Carolina, they allow people to ride motorcycles without helmets. I think it's the craziest thing in the world. Am I calling the police and say, hey man, you guys need to pull him over and tell him to put on a helmet? No. And you probably would laugh at the people who called and said that. Or I would figure that the dispatcher would say, well sir, that's the law. Okay? Why is dispatchers not telling these people that call on gun toters that it's the law? They can carry a gun. Why can't we do that? Oh, I get it. Because the government has people so washed away that they believe every person they see with a gun is going to do something bad. And that's alright. It's okay to have your own opinion, your own thought process. But in the same token, when you officers arrive on scene, you're supposed to allow them to set the record straight that it is lawful. This guy's not doing anything more than walking down the street with a gun on. And it's legal. Alright? Let's look at the seatbelt laws in most states. Some cars are allowed to wear no seatbelts when they drive a car. Are you stopping them saying, hey, we think it would be smart of you to put on your seatbelt? Or you get 911 calls and say, hey, this guy doesn't have a seatbelt. And you say, Mr. Turner, that just doesn't make sense because you're talking about guns versus seatbelts and helmets. Guess what, people? The end result is that if you do something bad with either one, they all have bad results. Car accidents kill more people than guns do every year. Okay? And that's what people wearing seatbelts. So let's not go with the statistics about what's right or what's wrong. The point here is the rights of the people. When they have rights to do things, allow them their rights. Okay? Don't infringe upon their rights. I hear a lot of videos where officers ask, why do you have to do that? It's not about what I have to do. It's about what I have the right to do. I have the right to not wear a seatbelt in certain cars. I have a right to not wear a helmet in Florida and South Carolina. I have a right to smoke outside if I choose to. I don't smoke. I'm just saying for you smokers, you have a right. But guess what? Your secondhand smoke kills people every day. But we don't see officers stopping you guys from doing that. I haven't seen them ban alcohol sales yet. But that kills a whole bunch of people with DUI crashes. You see where I'm going, people? There are rights of everything on every which way, but look at all these crazy results. And I don't even want to touch on the whole legal rights of marijuana. If we go out to California, the legal rights of marijuana have more rights than gun rights, people. Strange. Strange. Yes. Yes. Okay.